Josh Haskell, ABC News correspondent. It seems like Katie barred the door. The nuanced comments are no longer applicable, and people are telling people what they really think about the candidates.
Well, it also seems like the establishment is so divided that nobody knows who they want. So, or a better question is, nobody knows who they want to block. Mm-hmm. So the National Review came out last night with a piece clearly trying to block Donald Trump, but then they also don't like Ted Cruz because of his record in the Senate and the way that he has not been able to work with establishment leaders in the Republican Party. So we'll just have to wait and see who they eventually choose. And it's kind of crazy that it's happening this close to Iowa, so much at stake.
So I'm trying to arrange the chess pieces on the board. The National Review, you could argue, is an establishment magazine, and them coming out against Donald Trump might be beneficial to Donald Trump.
Well, it seems everything Donald Trump has done that we thought wouldn't be beneficial has helped him. His stance, starting with on immigration, everyone was, some people were very offended by what he said about the border, and as stories and news events has happened, he's been able to use that to his advantage. That's the same thing with the Muslim ban. That's the same thing with a number of his comments. So, yeah, you could say that this will probably help him. I don't know what could really hurt him. We have not had a front runner in first place in a Republican nomination for this long a period of time who has lost. I mean, think about it. This guy has been pretty much leading in Iowa since August. And I don't know what could stop him, although it is very tight here between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. It seems like Donald Trump, after this week, definitely has the momentum.
All right, Iowa, New Hampshire, but then it's off to South Carolina and the rest of the states. There is a philosophy that once you get past Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, the rest of the world will be able to get their say. Cooler heads will prevail, and a more traditional candidate will emerge.
We've never had a candidate like Donald Trump or a campaign like him, so I don't think that the rules apply. And I think that also has to do with Iowa. People always say, well, you have to run a grassroots campaign in Iowa. You have to visit all 99 counties. You have to get the social conservative vote. How can you hold Donald Trump to those standards when he's doing it completely different and it's working? So to me, I don't think that there's any rules in 2016.
Did you ever think you'd see a time where the Republican Party would disinvite the National Review to a debate?
No. I don't know what else to say. I mean, also, how about after the first debate hosted by Fox News in Cleveland, people were accusing Fox News of being liberal. People even accused CNBC of being liberal, which I understand their association with NBC and the Peacock. But you ask people in the media world, I mean, no one has ever really thought that CNBC was a left-leaning Wall Street broadcast company.
Right.
So it just seems like, again, the rules don't apply. And we also need to put a focus on Ted Cruz. He has had a rough week, and he is now coming to Iowa tomorrow. He'll be here through the caucuses, so about 10 days straight in Iowa. And it'll be fascinating to see what he tries to do to stall Trump. Now that they're not friends, this debate coming up, there's a debate 4 days before the Iowa caucus, Thursday night in Des Moines. So much at stake. It's going to be fascinating.
I don't know. This is just in terms of a story. This is the most fascinating story. You couldn't, a screenwriter couldn't make this stuff up.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the Democrats. That race is not in the bag at all either. Mm-hmm. Just when everyone thought that Hillary Clinton was inevitable and that she had the nomination locked down and could just focus on the Republicans, not so fast. Bernie Sanders has a real chance of winning Iowa, of winning New Hampshire. And you know what happens when you win? The whole game is changed.
That's true.
So people start believing, whoa, this guy, Bernie Sanders, 74 years old. I never thought he was electable, but maybe now he is.
No, that's a good
So
point.
that's also something to keep your eye on.
Yeah, once you win, you get a different type of status. People look at you differently. There's no question about that. Josh Haskell on the ground in Des Moines. 10 more days, Josh. I hope you have plenty of underwear up there.
Oh, I'm living here. I'm in for the long haul.
All right, there you go. Josh Haskell, ABC News correspondent, 725 KTRS.